welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to create a beautiful spring tablescape. This is a perfect tablescape if you are hosting a Mother's Day celebration, Easter, or if you just want to make your everyday brunch or dinner at home a little more special. Stay tuned because I've got 7 tips for you on how to create a beautiful spring tablescape. So let's get started. So if you're going to create a spring tablescape, the first thing you want to do is select your color scheme. I always like to start off with a theme or color scheme to help us anchor our celebration, and it also just makes planning a lot easier and more cohesive. So go through your tablecloths or napkins or anything you already have on hand before you go to the store and decide what colors you want to go with. For spring, pastels and florals are obvious. So I would suggest looking for colors like yellows, pinks, blues, greens, purples. Anything in that family is going to be perfect for spring. So once we've decided on our color scheme, the next step is going to be to decide on your tablecloth. Now you can go with an actual tablecloth where you're covering the whole table, or you can go with a runner. Great places to find these are Hobby Lobby. I've even found runners in Walmart, of course, Amazon, and I will link below to any of the tablescapes or decor that I'm discussing. So make sure you check the description box below, and I'll link to all of the things that I'm talking about and showing. So with your tablecloth or runner, we can go one of 2 ways with this. You can do something simple like a white tablecloth or runner, and then we can add in pops of color in the other steps I'm going to mention. Or you can just go bold and decide to go with a colorful, expressive, fun pattern or color for your actual tablecloth or runner. For the example I'm going to show you, I decided to go bold because, honey, go bold or go home. And we're doing a bright yellow gingham pattern tablecloth. So after you add your tablecloth, you're going to then bring in layers to your table. So again, if you decided to go with a more subtle cloth or runner like a white or a cream pattern, then you can decide at that point that you want to make your charging tables or chargers, or placemats colorful, or you might be trying to go with a more neutral color scheme and you can do like some type of browns or wooden burlap type or straw placemats and chargers. So after we've gotten our chargers or placemats put down, then we're going to get into our dinnerware. So with dinnerware, you can have fun with that too. So if you decided, like me, to go with a bold tablecloth or runner or colorful chargers, you can bring down the temperature with your dinnerware by doing something classic like a white or a glass plates and bowls. Or if you decided to go with a more neutral color tone and pattern, then you can decide that you want a pattern or colorful dinnerware, like something that's colorful or something with some sort of a pattern on it to really bring your table to life and make it pop. When it comes to dinnerware, I actually like the idea of doing plain white because if you're going to invest in plates, and like me as a blogger and a foodie, I have all different type of plates and dinnerware because that's the work I do. But the average person is not doing all of that. So investing in a plain white classic standard dinnerware is perfectly fine, and that's probably the best and most cost-effective way to go. And then you can play with less expensive things like placemats, the tablecloth and runner, or even maybe colored glasses, less expensive things that can bring your table to life and just invest your money in some good classic white dinnerware. So next we have our glassware. So again, this is where you can bring in color if you decide to get colored glasses or colored wine glasses or stemware, or you can go with your standard plain clear crystal glassware, and that's fine too, or white mugs, and go with the classic. But another way you can incorporate this colorful dinnerware that's not very expensive is checking places like your local Dollar Tree, thrift stores, you can always find unique and even color infused dinner and glassware at these type of places, and that's a great way to kind of get your feet wet or try out colored or patterned glass and dinnerware without breaking the bank. Something else you can do is invest in or purchase just a few colorful plates and glasswares. I know this is not a popular opinion, but I personally kind of like the idea of mixing and matching. So you can have, if you're sitting at a table of four, two white plates and then two colored plates. And then at the white plates, you can have a colored glass, and at the colorful plates, have a standard clear glass, or mix and match. It's totally fine. This is your table. There are no rules. So next to our table, we're going to spice things up by adding some florals. Florals are a great way to bring a pop of color and infuse our table with some actual and literal life. So with florals, you can go with an arrangement. You can get inexpensive flowers from your local grocery store or farmer's market. Another thing you can do is just do greeneries, um, or do vases with baby's breath, like I'm doing here. I found this colorful baby's breath at my local Trader Joe's, and I just decided to go off of these spring colors and keep it simple with baby's breath. Here you could also add any type of greenery. If you didn't want to put something in a vase, you could have added greens to the actual table, like leaves, or some type of foliage. Finally, I would say add in your final touches as the last tip. So here you can add in some fun with napkin rings. You can finish off your tablescapes with little boxes of candy or a favor that you're letting your guests take home with you, depending on the occasion. For instance, for Easter, you could have little Easter eggs or little Easter chocolates. If it's for Mother's Day, you could do little boxes with candy or some sort of take home trinket. Incorporating your favor into your tablescape is a great way that you can do two things. You're incorporating the colors, and you're also bringing more life into the table, and it's practical and functional. One personalized touch that I like to add to my tablescapes, if I'm doing a dinner or brunch where we're sitting down at the table, I like to do name cards. So you could incorporate the name cards. Here for Easter, I'm putting them in like the little Easter eggs, popping them out with the name, or you can put them on a flower or on the box of candy. Or any way you would like. You can create a little card and write it on there. I feel like it's just a really personal way to make your guests feel special, thoughtful, and another way to jazz up the table. And that's all. Now you have a beautiful spring tablescape for any occasion. If you enjoyed this video, which I hope you did and found it helpful, please like and comment. And if you enjoy content like this and want to see more and learn more about hosting tips, recipes, and restaurant reviews, then be sure to subscribe to my channel. My name is Chanel, and I run a blog called Mochas and Mimosas. And once again, you will find in the description box all of the products I've listed and mentioned, as well as my blog post on how to host an Easter dinner, Mother's Day brunch, and setting a tablescape in more detail. Thanks. Until next time.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out my other videos.